So, howdy y'all, good morning. I guess I can put my rabbit ears on for y'all. I decided to stream a good party this morning in contrast to my evil party who are doing such a good job. So, I'm going to let you in on this from the beginning. I've got myself some cappuccino. Hope you all got, coffee, cappuccino, whiskey, vodka, whatever floats your boat, and that you're ready. Let's pull the game up so we don't have the infinite leap of death there. Okay, and I may have to change my my earphones. Just a second. We haven't done anything yet. Let me go back out. I can't hear anything. I go out here for a second. That's the right one. If that continues, I have to change my headphones. I still don't hear anything at all. I don't know if they initialized is the problem. Sometimes I put them in and they don't initialize. So this is what I mean, one thing after the other. Let's get some proper headphones. May have to leave the game again, come back in. It's an old game, and with these older games you have to bring patience with you because our computer systems were very different back in the day. Nope. And you have to quit the game to have it initialize the right ones. So there's that. Just a test. Let's see if the... Okay, so hello, Sha. We just needed that for a quick test. Go back in here, get rid of that loop of death. Oh. So good morning to everyone, at least this morning in Central Europe. I have the windows open. I will close them in laufende Spiels. I just want to show people also in contrast. We're going to play a single player game this time. In contrast, what a good party looks like. Sadly, a lot of these old games don't let you even play evil characters. So this was a wonderful thing that they had allowed us to play an evil party. They provided evil NPCs for us. They did in Baldur's Gate 1 as well. Have evil dialogue set up, some really cool dialogue that we will get to later in the game with our evil party. However, the tendency was still to more to feed the hero complex. Okay, oh, didn't I do a good job? Look at me, I'm helping, although I'm just sitting on my butt behind my desk. That kind of thing. So let's get started. We're going to play a female character this time. Not a lot of people you can romance as a female in this game. It really was geared more toward the male gamers. My game is on this smaller monitor. The mouse doesn't tether to the game itself because it's an old game, so I have to use a single monitor for this. This is the gal I use for my evil character. I'm going to use her today. And I have a very specific build in mind. I have some idea about what we will come across as we're going. And I'm thinking one of the males we will encounter as a good party is a priest, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. I'm not my son. I used to have a gorgeous memory. Don't have one anymore. So what I need, however, as a race for the class I want to play is this. The class I want to play is multi-class, and I want to play a cleric mage. Okay? We're going to have a thief because we're not going to be mean to Emmeline this time because we're playing a good party. Personally, I find good parties to be fairly boring, but that's just me. We'll see if we can't liven it up a little bit. So, but we do tend to need clerical services and mage services. The only other things that I would play, they don't even offer, as you see here. And this is the full list of the multi-classes that are available to you in this game. So let's just go ahead and take the cleric mage for shits and grins. The mages in this game, as a good character, by and large, suck. Just saying. We'll make her neutral good. And now, get your cappuccino ready. We're going to roll. And this is something I usually do offline because it takes quite a while to get a decent roll. Now you see here we have a 9. It's not that huge of a deal. To start with, we're going to pull everything down like this because we need 18s here. Okay, that's not really that impressive. Let's re-roll. Ooh, that could be something. In spite of the 8, this could be something. Okay, that's something we want to store. Our most important scores are without question wisdom and intelligence, and we don't have to have an 18 in them. That's not a must, obviously. The 7 is going to pull us down. 7s and 6s are going to pull us down too far. We don't want those. I don't even bite at those because there's a lot better prospects out there. So that's in essence, I think, what we have. And like I said, the 9 doesn't pull us down too heavily. So that's something to definitely bear in mind. That's not going to be anything. I looked pseudo promising, let's say it that way. 5 is definitely out the window. Now I'm the kind of person, I was not taught to waste my time and energy on other people and how they feel. I was taught to develop my logical thought processes, my logical analytical thought processes. So that is my strength. Sadly, nowadays it's seen as a deficit. I am not sure when that happened. So no, that's not going to be anything either. And this is just part of the game, rolling your character. You have to take time to roll a good character, to roll your character well, to say it properly, because that's the meat and bones of your entire game. As I said, the 8 is not the end of the world, but it's going to pull us down too far in this case. Nope, that's not going to be anything. It's going to take quite a roll, but we can get it. The specialty classes tend to be the easiest ones to get good rolls for because you have definitive minimum values, like a paladin. There's minimum wisdom that they can have, and so your roll, you'll never get just like a 6. You know what I mean? That actually looks a lot more promising than it might seem. Well, maybe a lot is an exaggeration. So let's try again. Same thing we got last time. Some of these rolls are they look unassuming, and yet they're pretty good. I'll just give my brain a quick moment to assess the situation. There we go. That's a better roll than what we had, isn't it? Now the question is, we don't have enough points to really give a lot of charisma. Do we want to even waste our time with it? What is one of the most important characteristics, one of the most important abilities for any class, and I don't care what kind of class you're playing, I don't care who it is. This right here. Your dexterity helps determine whether or not you're going to hit your target. It determines your movement speed. Okay, it should determine the speed at which you can defend yourself as well. Whether or not they consider that in the game mechanics is a whole nother story. So yeah, I'm really casual this morning, by the way, guys. We're gonna stick with this one. We don't want to roll all day long, but we do want to give a good effort forth here. Now we have a mage, a cleric mage, which means we're not going to be able to wear armor, or we won't be able to cast our mage spells. This is a tricky multi-class to play. Okay, I encourage you to try it if you want a challenge. That's why I like to play lawful evil characters. It's a challenging alignment to play. Anyone can be lawful good. Anyone can be neutral good. Anyone can be chaotic good. These are not challenging things. These games are designed to give you plenty of opportunity to help and save plenty of people. It's the ability to go to, like I did to that servant the other day. I'll tell you what. Give you a head start. Start running. Let's see how far you can go. There's fun in that for me. So these are some of my favorite weapons here. I actually like the flail the best, and the morning star, and a mace as sort of an aside. Let's give them a sling as well, because in the beginning they're not going to be strong enough to engage in hand-to-hand combat, probably. Now we have our spells. As the protagonist, we can actually do Find Familiar. Okay? Find Familiar, in some games there's a basis where you're at and what your alignment is. In this game, it's purely alignment based. Pretty sure I looked that up recently. So what are the kind of spells that we definitely want? We definitely want these, right? And the ability to identify things. The only thing is these are the ones that we're going to find most easily on scrolls in the beginning of the game. So the question is, do we want to waste our spell spots on those particular spells? Well, now we're really into the analytics of this whole thing here. Reflected image is a good one. Just protection from petrification we don't need in the beginning of this game. We could, however, take something fun like spook. That might be fun. Is this one blindness? That might be fun. We'll take some of these that we don't find on scrolls quite so easily. Okay, and we are going to find the bulk of these you will find in scrolls. What's this one? Command word sleep, shocking grasp. These could be fun. I know my definition of fun might not be the same as yours. Infra's vision always seems like a waste of time to me. Armor or shield. Invisible barrier comes into being in front of the wizard, as opposed to the wizard creates a magical field of force that serves as if it were. Let's take that one for the moment. As opposed to Baldur's Gate 1, we don't start out at first level. And by the way, I usually tweak Baldur's Gate 1 too, because Jaheira and Khalid are supposed to be experienced adventurers. Why are they first level? That makes no sense at all. Those evil pair of guys you meet on the road, they might be first level. Okay, Edwin, I'm not sure he should be first level. They didn't give a lot of thought to these things, but Khalid and Jaheira definitely shouldn't be first level characters. So what do we want to pick for our second level spells? Let's take knock, in case there is something we didn't open. Detect invisibility is a good one. Again, we're going to avoid the ones that we're going to find scrolls for anyhow, because we'll have those spells soon enough. Even though I usually give them to Emmeline pretty quickly, but that doesn't matter. Power word sleep. If we do that, then we don't want to... Oh, bugger me. Seriously? Okay. Let me think through that a little bit more. So then, we had this one. We had... Oh, we didn't have charm person. That might be fun. Sleep and spook we had. We had reflected image, and we had armor. So we decided one of them not to do the power word sleep. We weren't going to do the power word sleep. We're going to do sleep because we're going to do power word sleep. Ooh, tea. Chill touch could be fun.
YouTube rules. Welcome to my channel.
Howdy. Welcome. Hope y'all are having a great day. So we come up here. We want to do power word sleep. Like I said, we're going to avoid the ones that we're going to find anyhow on scrolls right in the beginning of the game. Knock and luck. Luck is a beautiful thing. That undefinable what that turns things into your direction. Ghoul touch is an unusual one. Let's take that one. We could take invisibility. But the next level, there's third level mage spell that is mass invisibility. We might want to hold out for that. Detect evil. Deafness is a good one, but that tends to backfire on my party. We'll go ahead and take it anyhow. And oh, glitter dust is one we don't find very often either. Okay. So, and now we get 5 third level spells. This is what I was talking about. This is the invisibility, okay, 10-foot radius. This is a good one, spell thrust. This is my favorite one. We're taking it whether we start with anything else or not. These we find on scrolls pretty quickly, so we're not going to take those. To take dire charm and monster summoning one we find fairly quickly as well. So that's the question. What do we want? Protection from normal missiles. What's this? Detect illusion. Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is not a bad one. You can actually look and see in a different part of the building you're in what's going on over there. So that's actually a pretty good one. Protection from cold. Let's see. Non-detection. By casting this spell, the wizard makes the creature or object touch undetectable. That would have been great if they would have actually activated game mechanics for it, which they really did not. Remove magic. Let's take that one. Okay, so her appearance. Like I said, we're going to play a good party this time. Playing evil party really disturbs some people, which I find amazing because it's just make-believe. It's like taking Bugs Bunny cartoons too seriously, you know? Okay, so let's give her purple, my favorite color. And we might go ahead and, she's a half-elf. So we could do something a little bit different with her. After all, she has unusual parentage. Let's do that. Okay. We have to remember we're playing a good party now. I love playing the evil parties too much. Nah. I guess we'll take that one. So what to name her then? Let's name her Belinda. She looks like a Belinda, doesn't she? Let's call her Belinda of the Dale. So, it's a single player game this time. Everyone we'll pick up will be NPCs. And as I said, we're playing a mage cleric, so, or cleric mage, however you want to see it.
The child of Baldur is awoken. It is time for more experiments. The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process.
And I hate not taking advantage of the power that lies in you. And most challenging of all, we have to be nice to Emmeline.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
So if you're watching this, especially as a past broadcast, and you like my content and my rabbit ears, my surly nature, follow me. By the way, my Sims 4 broadcast is much more upbeat and sunshiny, if you like that kind of thing. I like to change personalities with my games.
Wake up. Come on. We have to get out of here.
Emmeline, what's going on? He messed with your head too, huh? All I know is we were in Baldur's Gate and got jumped. I don't think I want to remember it all. He's been doing things to us. Belinda of the Dale, we've got to get out of here. Wow, that was maybe a stupid name to pick. Oh well. All right, I'm moving, though I ache all over. Okay, yeah, me too. Blah, blah, blah. Let's not read through all this. We all know this one. You have to do this scene over and over again. Um, we'll get free and then figure out what's going on. Good. She doesn't think she can get loose again. It isn't normal pain. Blah, blah, blah. Wah, wah, wah. She's still wah, wah, wah. Right you are. Let's go. Okay. We should look in the corner room to the west, just a bit north. It's really hard to describe the cardinal directions when you take the map and you offset it like this. And you wonder, why did they do that? I know it was something really, unusual at that time, but it's just ridiculous when it hinders your descriptions.
It will be done.
So let's go get Minsk and Jahira, and we won't give Minsk up to the Dryads this time.
Will be free. These bonds will not hold my wrath. Hearts will be liberally kicked in good measure.
Want to see something? Because I don't understand something. I really don't. Okay, Rosie. Are you sure that you're in the stream, sweetie? Because I've got one viewer. Okay, now I've got two. I was wondering about that. Because for some reason it'll go down to just one viewer. It might be when you lose focus from your window. And that might be part of what's happening. So people turn it on and go do something else, and then it doesn't give me credit for that person being in the stream. Okay, let's see. I remember traveling with you, but how did we get here? Our travels are the stuff of legends, our victories, the subject of song. How could I not follow to find my friends after they disappeared? Okay, so he wasn't taken, okay? He was just lost without us, bless his heart. I do not know who has done this, but I will avenge most viciously the wrongs. Dynahair, I will cave their skulls for what they have done. By the way, I killed Dynahair in the first one. I'm playing an evil party in the first one again as well. I started a good party. I couldn't hold out. I just changed over to an evil party. Okay, so Dynahair, is she trapped here as well? I have not seen her. Trapped. Her spirit is trapped in a cage created by my failure. I was to guard her, but I hate how people misuse these ellipses. They killed her as I watched. You see, I do not know who they were, but I will redeem myself. Oh, Minsk, that's horrible. I'm so sorry for you. I won't cry for the dead. I won't. Okay, maybe just a little. But I will staunch the flow of tears with righteous fury. Lullaby and good night, evil. Minsk will make you pay. So, will you help me? We must join together once more, and our fury will be such that bards will run their quills dry. Yes, ink will be scarce where'er they go. I like Minsk. That's the hard thing about playing an evil party, is you can't keep them. Let's see. I will try and free you, but I don't know how to open your cell. I don't know either. No, you wouldn't. The bars have no lock on them, and they are smithed together. I am proud that they feared me enough to imprison me permanently. Permanently. That's going to make this difficult. But you will keep looking, of course. You will never give up. I know this. A hero always succeeds, and a hero never stops short of his goal. He also needs a key or a switch, and I don't know where they are. You have brushed me aside with your words. You won't help. Boo can see it now. You do not intend to cut my chains. You only intend to yank them. I will make sure you do not live long enough to abandon more friends. I will do all of this as soon as I get these bars open.
Enough to break free. You are as smart as fools sometimes.
So now we can resume our adventures together. There are friends to avenge and villains to smack about the face and neck, right, Boo? Okay, together we shall make our enemies answer for our fallen. Answer they will, and my sword shall be the question. We shall have fistfuls of sweet, sweet justice, and our enemies will be stains beneath our feet. What? Yes, but, all right. Boo tells me that I'm raving again. I did not notice a difference, but I shall heed his words nonetheless. Come, we must go now. Yes, Minsk and Boo and you together again. Beware, villains. I will force justice down your evil, evil throats. Ah, I see you still have that rodent. Dare I ask how you have kept it hidden from our captors? Don't ask questions better left to aged sages. Boo is quick and evasive, and there is ever so much of Minsk to search. There is no hope of getting us apart. I agree with her. I really don't want to think about that too much. Minsk and Boo are Minsk and Boo, and we shall not be separated. Shall we go? The butts of evil await my boot print. Right you are, Minsk. Where'er evil doth lay its dirty feet, we shall mop the floor with its buttocks. I've lost myself in your words, but Boo thinks you're just ducky. Onward. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to fix Minsk. I earnestly have no idea what drugs the people who developed this were on. Good party. We only need one save. Let me show you what I mean. What on earth can she mean? What a rude thing to say. Yes, well, the world is overfilled with stupid people. So the sooner we accept that, the better. Heady. So we are going to go into the Shadowkeeper and take a look at Minsk. Over here, Baldur's Gate 1. Oh, Baldur's Gate 2. No. This one should not be there. We don't have the enhanced edition installed. Okay. I don't play the enhanced edition. I only play the original. So let's open the Shadowkeeper. Open the save game. Here's our good party. Now let's take a look at Minsk, okay? And Minsk's proficiencies. What they've given him is they've given him a longbow, 2, okay? A mace, 2. A two-handed sword, okay? And 2 weapons style. Now that makes no sense. There's no universe in which this makes sense. So, we take off the two-handed sword. Either you get rid of the 2 weapon style and put it on a two-handed weapon style, or you get rid of the two-handed sword. He is actually a ranger. So the longbow makes sense, the mace makes sense, and what else would make sense? Maybe a club. Jaheira also uses a club. Mace, flail. Can he use a flail? Not sure. Let's go with the club because I'm pretty sure the rangers can use the clubs. Those are the changes I wanted to make. Okay. The other thing that I find disturbing is the way they present Minsk. Okay, 93 is okay. A 93 percentile is okay for that. Okay, so now we're going to save, and in this one they add the 0001 on the end. In the first one they just overwrite your save, by the way. So let's go back to our infinite loop of death here until I find my... Let's go back into the game. As I said, it makes no sense whatsoever to have him set up that way. That's why I go in and change that. Single player, the head-to-head load game. This one here. The next thing I want to check real quick is our difficulty level. I don't want a single arrow piercing my characters to obliterate their body. That just is... I love playing on the harder levels. And as you know, I've been playing insane level in my evil party, but I'm sick and tired of loading the game because my characters are obliterated by a single arrow hit. I know it's a critical hit, but a critical hit with an arrow is not going to keep you from being able to raise your character from the dead. That just makes no sense at all. So let's go talk to Jaheira.
It will be done. Quickly, we must get out of here before whoever did this returns. I swear, traveling with you is never dull.
Okay. Do you know why we're here? Any clue would be helpful. Okay, we've played this game. We played the first one. We played the second one. I've actually imported characters from the first one into the second one. I'm sure we could navel gaze all day about what brought us here, but it shall certainly prove pointless if we do not remove ourselves from immediate danger. I know not who has entrapped us here either, but I would rather not find out simply waiting for them to return. We are at a disadvantage in this place. I will recount what led to this if you wish, though I think I have little to offer that you do not already know. My husband Khalid and I have traveled with you for some seasons now. The places we have seen number too many to name. Your unique heritage has proven a magnet to adventure, for better or worse, and your foster father was right in directing us to watch over you. We remain in your company as friends more than guardians. Our exploits together have left the land for the better. We have earned many enemies, but we have dispatched them all. Whoever has trapped us now is certainly powerful to have done this so easily. Once we know, we will deal with them in due course, but for the time being, it is more important that we retrieve our friends and companions and leave this place. Okay, I agree, but your cage seems to require a key of some magical nature. I don't know. If you are of sufficient strength, it is possible the cage may be broken. If not, you may have to search for whatever key it might need. Do try to hurry. I wish to be out of here before the owner returns. The ease of our capture suggests it may be beyond our power to resist or to escape while he's here. It would be best to face the culprit another day on our own terms, so go and be quick. We must free ourselves soon. Okay, so let's see. Minsk
I punch.
has an immense strength.
Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
If he can't open it, no one can. Okay, so again, my chick's actually a cleric. The problem is you come into this game not having slept, and I don't have any spells either. You suck. Let's get a bless spell. Since she is, let's look at her mage spells first. We gave her a very limited number of mage spells. She can call her familiar. We purposefully did not give her, I'm looking ahead here. Let's get a knock spell. What does glitter dust do again? It reveals invisible things. Let's see, cloud of glitter dust particles within the area. All enemies in the area must roll a successful saving throw versus spell or be blinded. Oh, nice. We might be better off. Let's give her some sort of an offensive spell. Oh, these are my favorite. These are my favorite, really. In the beginning, let's take these. Okay, so we're back here. I'm going to take this as a mage. We have a spook spell. Let's try the charm spell. That might be fun. Let's go back down to her cleric spells. We can have more healing spells here. Oh, you know what might be good is this Shillalog. That might be a good one to take. So here, bark skin can help add armor class to your person. The spiritual hammer is also nice, however. In my considered opinion, or my not even remotely humble opinion, however you want to look at it. I'm going to take a couple of those for the moment. Break paralysis is a very, very good one. Is sometimes nice to have a few allies with us. Okay, so that's what we're starting out at. Let's look at her spells. She usually has a bunch of senseless crap. I rest my case. I'm very, very cautious about area of effect spells because in this game they have a huge area of effect and you can't always see what it is. You have to learn to eyeball, that sort of be able to judge on the fly. This spell is also exceedingly dangerous, but so is this spell. What does she have here? Remove magic. I wonder if that will work when our people are dazed and whatnot. This one is extremely unpredictable. It can bounce all over the place and hit your own people. Those I'm going to leave. She's got quite a few spells in her repertoire already. Okay, so now what this means is let's wait till we get Jaheira to rest. Okay, go ahead and quick save. We're going to save frequently. Oh, we're going to play this at a level that's comfortable where we don't have to continually reload it because someone got decimated by an arrow. It was so annoying the other day. She's our thief for the moment. And like I said, we have to be nice to Emma. We're playing a good party this time.
Den of stinking evil. Cover your nose, boo. We will leave no crevice untouched.
And now the people who have been watching me play this game, watching me play an evil party, get to see a different side of me. Isn't that nice? So neither of them can actually wear armor, or their mage spells will be disrupted. This will be for Jaheira. Give that to Minsk. This will be for Jaheira as well, by the way. She'll take the +1. And this we will save for Yoshimo. Okay. You know what? Let's not have her do that. Let's have Minsk.
Jump on my sword while you can, evil.
I won't be as gentle. Squeak, squeak. So there's the key. Some of these we can get some nice money for. Some of them are almost worthless.
I really want out of here.
I think that Emwyn can use the short sword. I'm not positive. She's a thief mage. Let's see what she actually has. So short bow, quarterstaff, dart. What strange things. So we don't really need the short sword. We don't have our bag of holding. I could have given our characters a bag of holding real quick.
Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
So Jaheira, I'm not sure if she's actually skilled with a spear. Let's just take these. We'll just take all of them for the moment.
I await your instruction.
I await your instruction. So you and he have the same proficiencies, I believe, which is sad. So he has longbow, mace, club. She has mace, flail, and sling. I gave him the hammer. Let's give her... We don't have a sling yet. We're going to have to make do with what we have in the beginning of the game. That's just the way this is, right? That's the challenge of the game. Jaheira can... I think she can use either a quarterstaff or a spear. And she can go ahead and use the dagger. Ote. I missed something to click, and it organizes your inventory. Some people were calling this an inventory puzzle game. Which is not far off, actually, in a lot of aspects. So before we talk to her, we need to open the cage, or it can glitch out the game, by the way.
Your servant awaits.
At least I've had it glitch out the game if I do it in the other order. Okay, so like I said, we're playing a good party this time, you know. Shits and grins on the level that our people can't be decimated, so we don't have to keep reloading. Well, that is a relief, and about time too. We should be going immediately. Not only might our host come back, I simply must see the sun again, and in none too short a time. This dank place stifles me. Well, baby, you are out of luck. Okay, we'll leave immediately and celebrate once we're out of this hole. As you would have it, though, there are other friends we must find as well. It is good to share your company again. Yes, your husband. Zum Beispiel.
Yes?
And before we go traipsing off, Jaheira, darling, let's see what you have. Quarterstaff, sling, sword and shield style, club, scimitar. If memory serves, it's a katana. Screw it. That'll have to be close enough for the moment. So, oh, she can't use it. Bugger me. Okay, well then give her the staff then. I had that to the side just in case. Couldn't remember if she can use a spear or not. I don't know why she can't use a spear. Is not a problem. So this one we can drop. That's going to be completely worthless. The value of the rest are highly questionable. He has his hammer for the moment because we don't have enough maces to go around. So we're going to pretend we don't know this.
Cover your nose, fool. We will leave no crevice untouched.
That is just nasty. I think it's because even though your person is in that position, they are still the main character. The portal requires a key of some sort. Okay. Fair enough. I can't remember if I've saved or not.
Welcome to my channel.
Eddie. We're playing a good party. I just decided to grab myself some cappuccino, kick my feet up, and show y'all what a good party looks like in contrast to my wonderful evil party. The bodies of several black-hooded thieves litter the hallway, slaughtered by a massive release of magical energy. From the distant explosions that you still hear, it seems as if whatever battle killed these men still rages. I was reading it up there and then I have to switch. Oh, davon geredet. We need to check her spells and we need to sleep or we're not going to have, our main character will not have spells. As I said, these area of effect spells are not my favorite. I'm glad to have Jaira as a backup priest. That's wonderful. We're not going to probably use that. Her good berries are something I very much like. Okay, so that's a good start. We're unlikely, and this can only be used outdoors. We are not outdoors, so there's no point in having that. Let's give her some healing here. We're going to need the healing spells more than we need anything else down in this dank hole. Except, of course, you know, like animal summoning, which we will get to when we level up and have a few more spells. So, let's sleep. We have to be nice to Emwyn this time. Yeah, that's just part and parcel to the game, isn't it?
I've gotta hand it to you. You sure have some kind of courage to sleep in this place. I would have run screaming 1,000 times over if you weren't here.
My problem is I'm old enough to be cynical because I have a lot of life experience. And so what I hear from her is, wah, 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 wah. We need to rest to succeed. We had to take the chance. I have to come out of that cynical part of myself. I guess I should be used to sleeping with both eyes open. I don't deal with this well. We're alike because of Gorion, but I prefer being in the background. Well, then get in the background. If that's your preference, I prefer to lead. Speaking of which, we should get going. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to spend a second more in this place than I have to. My head still hurts, and I keep seeing things in corners and such. That's a sign of insanity. I'll have you committed when we get out. We won't be able to just walk away, you know. The guy who captured us, he knows you. He knows about you. He said something about potential, something about great power. Belinda of the Dale, I picked a really, really silly name. Say we won't look back. I don't care if he can tap the power or access whatever avatar stuff. We've got to get away from this death. From all this death. Well, you know, there's going to be more death to come. I may encourage him to show me. You know, it's good to have power too if you're a good character. You can fight more evil. Right? I mean, I get that Batman's fairly effective with all his money and stuff, but he has no superpowers. Ooh, there's a touchy topic for people. At least for my geek friends, it's a touchy topic. So now,
I await your instructions.
this machine buzzes with electric energy.
Without hesitation.
Ah!
Yes?
So, that takes care of that. 4 against 1. Does that seem... That just seems evil to me. I don't know. It might just be me. That really doesn't seem very nice. So, you have all these spells. Oh, yeah, baby. This is coming there. And... I guess for the moment this will come there. She has so many spells. Remember, she's a multi-class mage cleric. Blech.
Speak.
Get out and walk.
Name it.
In the immortal words of my
I await your instruction.
first husband. So,
This will not take long.
who was my bestest friend, and yes, I miss him. So, but sometimes things don't work out. You have, Jahira, welcome. You have escaped somewhat later than I had hoped. I am Ataka. I had hoped to speak with Belinda of the Dale. She is such fun to watch. But you, Jahira, now I turn to you. I always forget to pay attention to my brain won't put that sentence in the right order. Who it is he's speaking to. You have my welcome. You have my welcome to my little piece of this place. I do so try to keep it more appealing than the rest. Okay, so he's speaking with Jahira. My thanks, how is it you know my name and what is going on here? Okay, your name is well known amongst those who watch. Your life thread is bright indeed, though in your path lies many dark and frayed ends. Okay. As to easing your mind and answering such questions as those that surely plague you, it is not my place to do so. I am sorry. Then what use can you be to me? Such assistance as you will get from me depends upon yourself. Are you prepared to answer a question? I will answer your questions if it leads to you making some sense. Then, here is my hypothetical question. You and your sibling are captured and locked in separate cells, unable to communicate. The mage responsible appears and speaks. He explains his sadistic game. In each cell there is a magical button. If you press your button and your sibling does not, you will die and your sibling is free. If your sibling presses the button and you do not, they will die, but you will go free. If neither you nor your sibling presses the buttons, both of you will die. If both of you press your respective buttons, both of you will die. And the mage says that you have one turn of the hourglass to decide your action, then he leaves. This is silly. Buttons are not how one escapes dungeons. I would smash the button and rain beatings liberally down on the wizard for playing such a trick. I really do like Minsk, but I like Edwin too, so it's really difficult. Verily, of that I have no doubt, Minsk, but the question is hypothetical and requires an answer born of wisdom, of the wisdom of Belinda of the Dale. I thought I was talking to Jahira, not of your impatience. Okay, so tell me, Jahira, do you press the button? That's a little bit weird. Okay, so yeah, she'll press the button. Interesting. No action can be performed without consequences, especially that which follows the noble path. Deal with this, noble one. Okay, so with our evil characters choose to not press the button, by the way. Screw it, our sibling can die. You know. But we are playing a good party now.
Ready and willing.
Her spell got disrupted, didn't it? Run! Run!
Good to go.
Well done. It appears you can deal with the consequences of your actions. In return for your indulgence, I offer advice. Seek out relive. Relive. It's relive. And he awaits one such as you. Not waits, he awaits. Oh, he waits for, they said. Okay, that goes get out. Offer him the release that he craves, and you shall find that the focus of your journey shall soon become apparent. Farewell. By the way, in case people wonder why I'm so obsessed with language, I, as a person of the South, have struggled hard in my life to perfect my language, to preserve my dialect, and yet learn proper English.
What is it? I am ready.
It's a struggle that anyone who comes from a region that has a dialect, even here in Germany, will understand. Okay, so our characters have not been here. There used to be, one of these used to have a little something inside of it. at some point.
Great fun! Right?
Goblins are not exactly a challenge on the best of days. I hear an awful lot of whoosh, 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 whoosh. A lot of attempted attacks and many failed ones. So we're not going to take all these axes with us. They're not really worth very much. Okay. If you fail, you fail, right? Not a lot you can do about that. So let's have them come and try the door. One of the interesting things to remember here, no way in hell I'm reading all that to y'all. Just saying. One of the interesting mindsets people have is that any good character is going to automatically honor his word, that is part of being good. And that is not the concept of the alignment system in the Dungeons and Dragons games.
Time to move? Right you are.
I knew that was a risk. Like I said, it's kind of hard to judge where the fireball spells begin and end. Here, get out of the fire.
Yes?
I'm amused by it. Doesn't mean I did it on purpose.
Speak your mind.
Obviously, I would prefer not to sustain damage for my party.
What is it?
It's a lot quicker than standing there swinging and missing and swinging and missing. I don't know. I have a naturally naughty personality. What shall I say? Okay. Lots of jewelry here, which should not take up spots for us. Let's put it on our necks. Give that to him. Luckily, we are not too weak. So we will be able to carry our fair share at the end of the day. It'll be okay. Emmeline, on the other hand, is incredibly weak. He can use a longbow, but I think I'm going to have to check and see if Emmeline, it's a composite longbow, he might be able to use that. But does that seem like the most sensible action to have Minsk using a longbow? Yoshimo will have a short bow, and he will use that. Let's put the ammo up here for now. We'll save that for Yoshimo for later. OT. Let's look in the most obvious place here. I can still remember the very first time I played this, by the way, when it first came out. I think that I bought it in America before I came to Germany. I came to Germany in November of 2000. Seriously, folks?
What do you want?
I want you to hit something.
With vengeance. I await your instruction.
Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft.
Name.
Yes?
When they get tired of dealing with that thing. There's a scimitar. Yes, okay. And a medium shield. And a hammer, which I don't think we need. But we'll give that to Minsk anyhow. Who has it? Okay, you have the scimitar and the medium shield. Let's give those to her. She's going to do way better with those than what she's doing now. You suck. Okay. Let's give Minsk the other hammer. He's actually trained for 2-weapon combat as we saw when we went into muck about with these things. A +1 long sword is of use to no one at this moment. However, I'm sure it will be eventually. We're not going to be getting rid of these guys this time, like we did with the evil party. So we have to deal with this. Let's come talk to the golem. Just sort of a relaxed gaming session, folks. So if you're here to watch an autistic person have a meltdown, you're probably here at the wrong time, because that's just not going to happen this morning. It's kind of irritating for me that I happen to possess 3 of the 4 characteristics that are still socially acceptable to harass, bully, and shame people. Namely, I'm from the South, I'm fat, and I'm autistic. I'm just not Russian. So there's that. My people are Scottish. Master, is it you? You have given me no eyes and I cannot see you. So my chick is neutral good. This still seems like this most sensible thing to say, doesn't it? She's neutral good. She's not lawful good. Yes, it is I. Have you been performing any services for me? I have cleaned the sewage chambers and fed your guardian. Do you wish me to open the doors to the pit and begin my duties again? I do wish it. Open the doors. You have not activated my movement functions. You must use the activation stone. Oh, I seem to have misplaced it. Do you know where it is, my servant? Reliv has the activation stone, master. It is on the table in his room, the table near his life support jar. Ah, of course. How could I forget? Okay, he'll return to his rest. Thank you very much. Now we have a thief at the moment.
All right.
So we'll put her to work. Okay. Flame arrow. If she already has it in her repertoire, then our main character will be learning it. We're going to let Emmeline learn the spells first because of events to come. It'll make itself clear in Life and Death Site. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts here in case there are people who watching this who have not yet played this game. This is an older game. It's one of our favorites. We older people have played this many times, to be sure. But, you know, some of the younger people might be enjoying it for the first time, which is wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. How does she fail to copy? Okay, I can't really live with that. That's just like she's failing on almost every single spell that she's supposed to learn. Oh! That's not what we wanted, and that's okay because we had a quick save. Oh, good God. Heart attack over here. Heart attack. So what I want to check real quick is her intelligence is a 17. She shouldn't be failing to learn every spell. Okay, then that's just stupid. I don't understand. She should have... I think with an 18, you have a 90%. She should have like an 80% chance of learning the spells. So why is she failing constantly? Okay, well, that worked that time. That was weird. I don't think I've had that. I mean, it's obviously statistically it's possible to fail 10 times in a row, you know, even if you have an 80% chance of learning something. You can fail statistically, potentially 20 times in a row, but you shouldn't. Sang mamaso. Okay. I hate that when the pathfinding is wrong and they go in the wrong direction. Come on.
Next time.
We're getting our butts
Welcome to my channel.
kicked. Eddie.
What is it?
This is really pathetic.
What do you want?
Also,
Nature's
oh, we didn't sleep yet. That's why.
I await your instructions.
We did not sleep yet. That's
Yes?
why. She has no more healing left. Nope.
What is it?
Okay, I think we should go back where this monster is and we should sleep there. Where the golem is.
I know this room.
That's supposed to happen when you walk into the room, by the way, not when you walk out. Some of the triggers are messed up.
There are things in these tanks. They
Used to work years ago. What kind of monster is this guy? Captures us easy as pie, kills whoever he wants. That could have been us in those glass things. Wah, 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 wah. Seriously, quit your whining. We're free now. I'm sorry, even as a good character, all I hear is wah, 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 wah. Are we? Horrible, horrible things surround us, and my head still hurts like crazy. I want to know what he did to me. I remember something about potential. He said it about you too. Something about power that can be unleashed. I don't care. I just have to get out. Can we leave this room? It bothers me. Oh, God, if it'll make you stop whining, yes. I get that it's your character has gone through horrible things. I get that. It's just the way she behaves is just very frustrating for me. Okay, now we have slept. We'll wait and we'll come back to that room later anyhow. We don't need to be there right now. The golem stares straight ahead. It does not appear to see or hear you. You suspect that the golem is inactive. Okay. Yeah, the fireball thing didn't work out as well for us last time as we had hoped.
Yes, it is done. Speak.
Name.
Oh,
I await
nice.
your instructions. Fall, creature, and feed the earth.
Did some nice damage to the little teeny goblin.
Go for the
Without
eyes,
doubt.
Yal!
At this stage in the game, it's nice damage. Later on, it'll be... That's okay. You gotta do what you can do. You can't do no more than that. So, as I said, we will get Yoshimo later. And he definitely uses a bow. And she could stack some of them on her, actually. Okay, did I sink? I sank.
Yes?
Okay, sinking. I sink, I sank, I done sunk. It's that hydraulic chair. It does a number on me. Let me grab myself some more cappuccino real quick. This is our relaxed early session, just ad hoc shits and grins. Thank y'all for being with me, by the way. I appreciate it. I know there's so much more you could be doing. Grab myself a power bar. I haven't put anything in my stomach yet this morning, which is a bad habit of mine. Heavy darling. You eating? You ate. You eat it. You always eat first thing when you get up, don't you? You're much better about getting structure into your life than I am. My head hurts. Can you do me a favor and give me Some of that one pill out of that brown bottle, please. My sinuses are playing hell again with all this rain. Yes, sir. So, this is my son, by the way. Thank you, darling. Okay. Well, let's get back to gaming here. Sorry. Need to have what you need to have, right? Okay. So let's go over here into this room. I hope that the water was still warm enough. This way. Okay. This is much easier dialogue with a good person. Although I love this choice, it's so tempting. We can't take it. By the gods, what happened to you, man? I am dying or dead, I remember not which. Where is the master? Who's this master of whom you speak? He was my friend, I think, cast out. And one of us no longer. I cannot remember. Are you to take my place? That's an interesting fact to learn about him. He belonged to some group, and he was cast out. Who are you? It is difficult to remember. I am dead, I think. Okay, tell me, friend, do you know how to leave this place, how to escape? Prisoners be ye. Truly I have been dead, but not dead, too long. I seek release. I have been alone for too long. The master can take nothing more. I am forgotten. What do you mean by forgotten? Why are you in this jar? I was a faithful hound to the master, a friend even. I was dying or dead. I cannot remember which. Truly you're a stranger to this place. Yes, I am. Can we stop the same dialogue over and over again? Eternal life was to be my reward for faithful service. The master has suspended me until he can cure me. Return my youth to me. Okay. If he has forgotten you, then hasn't he? But you were a faithful servant. Why? I begin to understand. The master has left my side for study of another. He seeks to awaken power, a study of life and death. But I cannot bear the roll of years. He has forgotten because he does not wish to remember. What was taken? I barely remember myself. Okay, do you want me to give you release from this non-death?
Yes, Master, I no longer wish to come back.
Okay, let me slip into oblivion that has denied me. Calmly, my friend, how is it I can help? This unit that contains me is powered by cells. Actually, you don't need these cells to get out of here. You need that activation stone in the table, technically. By crystals, take them. I can sleep, die at last. I know you are prisoners. Some things do not change. You must escape this place and the master's experiments. There are others, like me, but more recent experiments. They may know how the master exits the complex. Will you take these cells and revive them and learn what you can in return for this path of freedom I have offered you? Okay, I will. Don't go to oblivion. There's some naughty monsters there.
He's dead now? This pathetic creature.
Okay. I don't feel like reading any more of her wham wham. Death is not always to be feared, I guess. Okay. I would not wish to live like that. Mine in the oven. Okay. Ah, a sling. Excellent. Don't know if we're going to get much money for the halberd. So, we made it where she can use a sling. But we don't have enough bullets yet. Bugger me. We need more bullets. So what this means, we've just promised to, and we don't have to hold to the promise, we've promised to go and revive the critters in this room over here. There's another monster to be killed. There's some containers to loot. I'm a practical person. Okay. Numerous eye stalks are in here. And whatever that thing is, it's been dead for some time. You, thief. Okay, you'll notice in this one we don't have a lot of extra potions and whatnots. I haven't tweaked this at all.
Without hesitation.
I sat here and started this with you.
Time to move?
Yep.
Feel the backhand of justice.
I hate to waste all her spells. Flee, I say, flee! Oh. Wrong party. Come, hop, hop. Thank you. So, she will be the one who has to do this. The light, ages of weariness, ages of burning. My master, I beg of you. Yes, what is it? What can you tell me of this place? It is burning me. My skin is afire with the crawling of ants. He's going through DTs. What kind of drugs has his master been giving him? Oh, please, master, save me. I'm not like your genie to recoil within a bottle. Ah! Who is burning you, friend? And who is this genie of whom you speak? Please, master, the ants. Does your genie have nothing of yours that may aid me? Ah, I will take the statue and speak to him myself, if you will but let me. So now we've gotten a hint. There's a genie, and we need a statue to go and talk to the genie. Okay? Where can I find this statue, and who is the genie? Please, give me the statue, master. Ah, the pain crawls along my skin. Aid me, master. The genie must have magic, must have something. Oh, please, the pain. Ah! Okay, your long anguish has driven you mad, I see. I wish there were something I could do. Ah, the burning. Yes, it is monstrous that one would do such a thing to a servant, to lock him away in an eternity of pain. It offends nature. And you, apparently. So... Ah, yes.
Yep. Good to
Traps. A magic quarterstaff. Is she proficient with a quarterstaff? She most certainly is, and she has a dagger right now, which is like, also +1. I think the damage is comparable. Let's check just in case. Okay, babe. Well, that's hardly. So now we've got 14 bullets. Yay! It's not enough to start a campaign of using bullets. So where's the next one?
If it must be done.
All these just have, this tube is unpowered and the creature within is dead.
What is it? It will be done.
Ah, so long have I lain behind this prison of glass. Do I weep and rage?
Could find a home.
How long have you been trapped? I have called out so many times to thee, master. Master, why hast thou forsaken me? Why hast thou left me in this bottle to wither? Why? Can you tell me nothing? Can you hear me? Master, thou dost place me here out of kindness, but thou hast forgotten me. Have I simply slipped from thy thoughts? Master, please hear me. This master has left you in prison in a bottle. What manner of person would do such a thing? Thou couldst not cure what was done, but surely thy magics have increased, master. Thou didst care for me once. Let me help in thy search. Do not forget me here forever. Please. Oh, you poor creature, I can do nothing for you. Why hast thou forgotten? This is no boon, master. Please do not leave me. Ah! Glass and thoughts for eternity, pain and loneliness for destiny. Why, master? I long only to hear thy words once more. Why? Why? Somebody loved him. Such is the way with evil people. They have loved ones too. Well, many of them do, not all of them, obviously. Okay, master, you must hurry. The prisoner will break soon. You will have the answers you seek. No, master, I have not had the golem open the cells. He has no key. I beg your forgiveness, master, but did you not leave the cell key at the table in the jailer's room? Well, we've already gotten that, so this piece of information is completely useless. That was they're talking about the key to Jahira's cell. Okay, so here's the last one.
What is it? I'm listening.
Okay. Rah, master! Master, is that you? I can barely see. It has been so long, and I have been so alone. All alone. I am, let's see, yes, it is me, the master. Are you all right? I did not mean to go into the mistress's room. Was some chick involved? I knew it was dangerous. So very dangerous in there. I was not trying to steal anything, truly. I was not trying to steal anything of the mistresses. I would never do that. I am faithful to you always. Why am I here, master? What has happened to me? Okay, how very sad, blah, blah, blah. Was I hurt in the mistress's room, master? I can remember nothing. Is the mistress's room truly so deadly? I am sorry, so sorry. I will never do it again. Master, please save me. So those little looks I keep giving you are, this is some foreshadowing, obviously. I am so sorry, master. I will never, you will never do it again because you're dead in a glass jar. Which reminds me, we need to give the stone to this golem over here so he'll open the doors, right? Oh yes, here is the stone. Same dialogue as last time, just a little extra.
I am ready.
So you heal the mage thief.
I await your instructions.
Oh, because he's going and opening the doors, we can't save the game. Okay. So no, I can't whistle. I had badly buck teeth as a child. 2008, they made crowns. I told them to make them smaller and push them back. They said, you'll never speak properly again. I said, you do my teeth, let me worry about where I'm sticking my tongue. And that, my friends, is the reality of life. Oh, I hate not being able to save. You suck. Okay. Come on, how long can it take to open the door? There we go.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Death shall take you.
With big, sharp, pointy teeth.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Fall, creature, and feed here. For the fallen.
Okay, so this time we only need to take the bows. We have plenty of arrows, I feel. And then we're just going to come and take whatever cash or scrolls are laying here. It's not the world, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye, and we're already here, right? Infravision. I don't think I have ever seen anything quite like this. Almost every time I try to have her learn a spell, she fails. Okay, fuck it. I'm not going to do that all day. Pardon my French. But I really honestly have no desire to spend the whole day reloading this game because she keeps somehow hitting just the wrong statistics. Oh,
It will be done.
statistics. Okay, so before we walk into there,
Away. Yes? Certainly.
I think she may already have that one. Finally. And I don't mind missing learning things every once in a while. But when you have a 17 intelligence, you should be able to learn the bulk of the spells that come your way. Especially those are first and second level spells.
Yep.
That took care of him.
What is it? Without doubt.
Why do I have wizards otherwise, right? My one chick doesn't have that many offensive spells yet. She doesn't even have the identify spell, so let's see if she can actually learn that one. That'd be cool. Okay. Wipe yourself off, babe. Excellent. Okay. Good job.
Quickly and precisely. I await your instructions.
I backed off a little bit because there's also more critters in here, by the way. There's mephites. Or there will be mephites. Perhaps is the better way to say this.
Reminds me so much of him. Dusty old tomes all over. Bookcases new and spilly. Like we never left.
They barred our way. We couldn't go back when we left. But we did, didn't we? Belinda of the Dale. I just want to go home again. It doesn't matter where it is, just so long as I can call it home. Seriously, this is what you're going with. I told you to come over here and you go in that corner mindlessly. That was silly. So, since we don't have a bag of holding, we're going to have to make some tough choices about what we want to take with us.
What is it?
This is a mephite lurking.
Gotcha good. Next time.
Next time.
It's a lot of whoosh whoosh going on here and not enough clunk clunk.
Next time.
What you want?
Speak.
There we go.
This will not take long.
Let us hope so. Okay. Let's make sure she has this. Ugh. Just really tired of her failing to copy spells. It's a wee bit mental after a while. Okay, we don't need all the books. If we had a bag of holding, we could take them with us for shits and grins, but they are not useful. There's nothing of interest here. I mean, it's a library here. That's why there are so many books, right? Okay, she is not a thief, so she does not have need of that. Okay, there we go. I'll give this to M1 for the moment. She's going to need some proper potions. Put that secondary. Okay. I don't actually need the power cells anymore, but we're just going to keep them on us just for the moment. Okay. We need sleep. That battle with the dwarves is usually very hard. And since we don't have magical weapons by and large, it is going to be a not easy battle.
Ski. Welcome to my channel.
So, Hedy. Let's go see. There's some Mephites on the way, and then we will get to the dwarves themselves. And we'll see how well we fare in the battle with the dwarves without significant number of magical weapons on Mamaso. We're gonna have to pull out the stops on our spells, which means we're gonna have to use quite a lot of spells. Okay. Protective spells, etc., etc. There are the dwarves. So,
What is it?
what is it? You cast a bless spell.
Name.
You cast your armor spell.
I am ready.
You cast a stone skin on yourself. So things that you don't see me do as often as I probably should. You have this one.
I wait. It will be done.
The timber's bad enough without ye
Be alert, laddies, we got company. Ho, prisoners! You've come to the wrong place, I tell ye true. Illich and his boys'll stop you. Would that I knew where this place was. I have no quarrel with you, Drugar. Or Durgar. I always call him a Drugar for some reason. I think that's the Viking undead, though. Suffice to say, this place is your doom. By the time the master returns, ye shall be dead, and we shall be rewarded. Adam, laddies, no mercy! 'Tis true, 'tis pity, pity 'tis true.
Ready and willing.
That is to say that they're going to show no mercy. On second thought, let's have them not run forward just yet so she can cast her fireball spell. Okay, that may seem that it did nothing, but that is technically not true.
Next time.
Oh. I remember that being harder.
Nature, take the light.
Oh! The fireball did its job, didn't it? There's usually a mage back here. Ah, he fled.
Next time. Something
Cool. Cool.
Oh, the magic fizzled.
Speak.
Hey, you got hit.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, heal the, whatchamahoo's it there.
I wait.
Seriously?
These dwarves had attacked us. I read about them when you were.
That was way easy. And y'all have seen from the beginning, I have no cheats going on here. This is really weird. All I did was adjust Minsk so that he doesn't have proficiency in a two-handed sword and two-weapon fighting. That is completely mental. It makes no sense at all. Just gave him clubs instead of the two-handed sword. So, okay. Durgar, I think. Kind of evil, I guess. So I'm not surprised they would be working for our captor. Quite a little setup he's got down here. Got everything he needs, including the smiths. I like that. For the knives, probably the knives. He has a lot of them. I'm going to have a couple of scars from this. Looks like you will too. Hey, battle scars. As if I need another reminder. Belinda of the Dale, I don't care what power this guy thinks he can tap. He can tap in you. He's just sick to the core. We can never look back. We can't ever. Can never. Same thing. As I said, wah, wah, wah. Don't know if we're not gonna carry around the bolts right now because in the foreseeable future we are not going to have anyone who will use the bolts. Samamaso. Ooh. Nice armor. And we need those. This is her. Her inventory is quite full. Meal of the Dead. Very nice. Let's give this to Minsk. Minsk has a 2. Now he has a 1. Let's swap Jahira's. Excellent. Up. Hoopla. Too heavy for her. Let's take this. Okay. And now we have the beginning of a respectable number of bullets here. Where she could use a sling. We can give the mace to him for the moment. I don't think the hammer's going to be worth a whole lot. A flail. I don't think Mince can use a flail, can he? I mean, he can use a flail. I don't think he's proficient with it. Sorry, I don't mean to be so imprecise. But I thought she could use... You've got to be freaking kidding me. Seriously? Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Let's make sure Jahira has 5 of those. Minsk probably has too many hit points for that to be. So, howdy guys. Do me a favor and don't hulk in the chat. Come into the stream, please. This is your only warning, by the way. I'll just ban you. I get sick and tired of having this discussion with people. I truly do.
Nature's servant awaits.
When y'all just lurk in the chat, there's no use case for you even being in there.
Yes.
So. Okay, let's go look at the other stuff.
Direct me as you will.
Oh, good. We need those, as I've said. This should have been the mage. That fireball was really a lot more effective than what I would have expected. It's quite interesting. And he doesn't have the ability to use the flail.
Gotcha.
Morningstar is a flail, if memory serves. So, who's got it? Who's got it? You've got it. This is a... Oh, that's because that's the bastard sword. I'm going for this one. It is a flail. Can she use that one? She can. Her strength is adequate enough. Excellent. The flail is too heavy. Booty. And she is so weak. Okay, so let's have her look for traps.
Speak. It will be done.
Okay, I see nothing at all of interest there.
This place is just too darn creepy. What you want?
Oops, watch.
Good to go.
Want her to look for some traps here. I think Jahir can wear a helmet. If memory serves, these are not really, those are not actually worth carrying around on us. She should, oh, I thought she already had that in her repertoire of spells. How interesting. So,
I await your instruction.
Certainly. Name it. Right you are.
so we're looking for traps here. Seriously, people? So that's one of the things you have to be careful of, is that this game, even though you'll have to stand there for some time and let the people look for traps. At least we got the experience points for disarming it rather than it being disarmed when we stepped on it by accident.
Yes?
So
Without
I normally go and do something with my friend on Wednesdays, but she had an appointment this morning and the weather is really not very promising.
Ready and willing. All right, all right.
Okay, so if we do this twice, his
Something else?
thingy there disappears. Yay!
Foul creature! Speak. Yes?
Oh, bugger me.
I await your instruction.
Have we hurt him? Just barely. Just barely. We barely hurt him.
I am willing.
Whoa! Hate that when they're chasing that one character. Mentions Kinane. He's got a real problem with the druid, doesn't he? Whoa.
What is it?
Oh my goodness sakes. That is really something when they just chase them around, isn't it? I feel hunted. I don't know why. Wow, even Minsk is reaching the end of his tether, so to speak. Is this just a regular bullet? Okay, cool. So, she can't identify it. Ah, she has a spell, however. It is a +1 bastard sword, which no one in the party can use at the moment. And there it is. So even Minsk is starting to have his strength tested here. I want that for Yoshimo. Yoshimo. Life is about hard choices.
Silvergun.
So,
Welcome to my channel.
Eddie. So, howdy and welcome. Hope everyone's doing great this morning, or this afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is on your side of the world. I'm in Central Europe. It is, it's almost noon. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Concept the Germans have called Vormittag, and the Czechs call it Dopoledne, which means to midday, which I always think is really cool. Okay, so we couldn't open that one door. Trust me, when we try, it's not going to do it. Let's have them sleep here. There's a, well, we could probably get the naughty monster in the next room, I think.
Alarm clock 1H41 M28.
Cool. Okay. Let's have them come down here. We started a good party just for shits and grins to contrast the evil party, which I absolutely adore playing. But I like Minsk, so
This will not take long. Yep.
bugger me.
What is it? If it must be done. Speak. It will be done.
Else they start going in the exact opposite direction. Oops, don't close the door. So now, you use some of your spells. Hit it,
Swords, no, jump on my sword
hit
while
it,
you can.
and hit it.
I won't be as good.
Yes?
This is a more fluid battle, in my opinion, rather than the turn-based stuff.
What is it?
I'm listening. Ready and willing.
By the way, I like the turn-based games as well. I just didn't like them
Speak.
taking a turn-based game and selling it as Baldur's Gate 3. I don't really feel it's part of the series. It doesn't have the same feel, sadly, so. Okay.
Something up?
Yeah, he's diseased. There we go.
Ski.
I was going to say that could take a grown man to his knees. Buku buku.
Welcome to my channel.
Okay, guys, welcome. Please don't sit around in the chat though. Come into the stream. I ban people when they sit in the chat, by the way. Elijah, can you see about that place, sweetie? Thank you. What's this one? Helm of Infravision. Not sure we need that, but I guess if anyone does, it'll be Minsk. Blah, 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 blah. And now she is over encumbered because of that. We have quite a lot more stuff that we're going to be finding in between. I'm considering a bag of holding. That's the post person there in the hall, and it makes it very loud. Okay, so what we want to do is let's save the game. I want to give them a bag of holding because this is just really silly. What was it, Lige? Oh, it's not, just a second. It's not the postal person. My son is autistic. What's going on? What in the hell was that? What's up? So what? Who is he and what is his business? Okay. Das weiß ich nicht. Du warst nicht so spät dran. Man fragt sich, was das Problem hier ist.
I already waited 2 seconds.
I know, you were not that late answering the door, and the post springer is just a freaking post springer. I don't know who he thinks he is. The delivery person. This is the aggression of some of the people in this country is unbelievable. This is reine Frechheit auch. So let's go in here for a second. Not here, sorry. Here, we're in the second one. Let's open this real quick. Oh, Elijah? Oh no, nothing. That's just Achim being silly. He doesn't have the right to come out. So let's see if I can find one that doesn't have anything in it. because the point is not to. I think that last one might be empty. We'll check and see. And I am going to give her a strength of 13. There's no point in her having the ability to use flails and not being able to use flails because of her strength. That's kind of stupid. Okay. Go back here and jump back into the game. It's that easy.
Yes?
And by the way, the reason I ban people for, yes, that's what we were looking for just lurking in the chat is there's no use case for it at all. There's no use case. And we only get affiliated if we have people in our stream. And people who sit in the chat and don't chat, there's absolutely no use case for it. You can just go into the stream itself and sit there and not chat. And that's not a problem. I don't have any problem with people lurking in the streams. That's not a problem at all. At all, ever. I appreciate people being there, period. I really do. Okay, so this just solves our weight problem, by the way. I'm going to have to put everything in there. We can just put like a lot of stuff in there. Give that back to her. Okay, what are the chances? Seriously? My chick has an 18 intelligence. Come on, people. Come on, people. This just gets stupid. So, okay, let's open this up again. Halosha. And we'll put all this in there. Is not a problem. This around. This time we will save in between before the major. I don't mind them not learning a spell here and there. It's just that in the course since we've been playing, we've tried like, I would say 10 times to learn spells, and I think 6 or 7 of them have failed. She has a 17 intelligence. My character has an 18 intelligence. The chances are low. So I'm not really sure what is going on with that. It's kind of weird. And very unusual, to be frank about it. So that's okay. So let's get everything taken care of here again. Get ourselves poised. And actually we want her anyhow to learn the bulk of the spells. These are going to be for Yoshimo when we find him. This can go in here, these can go in here, and this is the beauty of having the bag. As you saw, it was empty when we got it. That was my goal, because my goal is not to cheat per se, although that is a cheat in and of itself. Let's be honest about it. So let's see what all she can learn. And again, with the 17 intelligence, it should not be that 2 out of 3 of the spells fail. Oops, clutch. Okay, I can live with that. Anyhow, when we get her back later on in the game, she's gonna like be completely reset, I think, if memory serves, which sort of sucks. Come on. And it's Minsk of all people.
Feel the backhand of
Okay, so there we go. And by the way, I get that autistic people getting frustrated is something funny for neurotypicals, but it's really, that's actually bullying when you find that sort of thing to be funny. It does, it just makes you a bully. So, because we have a disability and we can't help it. We try to control it as much as we can. It would be like walking up to somebody who's mentally retarded and being mean to them because they're mentally deficient, otherly enabled, or whatever it is you're calling it nowadays. So it's something that you can't help. You suddenly have a sense of imminent danger. Something here is not what it seems.
Nature's servant awaits. Yes? I await your rule.
Okay, excellent.
What is it?
So we are all, what we can do is we can get rid of this. Okay, okay. And let's get our thief up front here. By the way, Elijah, what did the postal carrier bring?
Could find a home here if it were properly cleansed and balanced.
So what is he getting all snitty and nasty about you not answering the door in time when it's not even your package? Obviously, that's a rhetorical question. I love you, babe. It has nothing to do with you, and he didn't have any right to get upset with you.
Well, I don't know, he wasn't being upset, he was just impatient.
But he doesn't have the right to be impatient with you either. It's not even your package. So. Okay, I guess that's all the traps then. We can start collecting our loot. So this gives us extra mage spells. We don't want it for her, we want it for our main character, obviously. What else do we have here? Are you certain there are no other traps in this room? Air elemental statue. As a player, I know what that is. As a character, we do not. Okay, so let's give this up to her. A helm of Baldur gives extra thwacko here and max hit points. So let's give that. Actually, that was the problem. The helm of infravision will work just as well with Yoshimo, actually. And because she has such a hard time learning spells. She has that one already. And again, I can live with it periodically, but this is something is out of balance. If statistically the bulk of the spells you try to learn you can't learn when you have a 17 intelligence, then something in the game is not right. Or I'm just having a streak of really bad luck today, which might be too. So she finally has, oh goodness, yes. She finally has this one here. I guess we should call our familiar, get that over with, and then we won't have to have that in our...
Yes?
Let's wait until we're in the cavern back there. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think we call the same thing regardless. By the way.
Protect me.
Help us. Save us. Free us. Okay, slow down. Who are you and what's going on here? We are his possessions, his servants, his concubines. Please help us escape. How can I help you? If you can escape, you must take our acorns to the queen. Tell her of our plight in this creature's lair. Take them to the fairy queen, who lives in the south end of the Windspear Hills. This will be our deliverance from this Iranicus and his dungeon. Ah, a name for our capture, though I still do not understand his motive. Usually Jahira jumps in about that point and says, we finally have a name for our captor. You guys have been warned multiple times. This person comes in and out of my stream constantly in the chat. Okay, so you can fool his plans for us at least if you take the acorns to the Fairy Queen. Then she can regrow our trees and free us. Okay, I will be happy to help you. Thank you. You must take the acorns and deliver them. You said that already. But he has taken the acorns. He knows of our plans. It amuses him. He has left our acorns with Illich. Illich is mean. He's a meanie. I believe that I have the acorns you're talking about. You have done a noble thing for us. Please take these acorns to the Fairy Queen. Yes, you've already... Okay, the northeast of the human settlement trade meet. Okay. We will help you escape. You must use the portals to travel up to the next level of the complex. This is how Iranicus travels. The portals are triggered by a certain key. He uses her key. He still loves her, you see. He keeps her room just as it was, though well protected. We go there sometimes and look at her things. Wow, that's just kind of creepy, isn't it? May the forest always open a path for you.
So beautiful. I used to dream of dryads and their beautiful trees.
You are welcome among us, girl. Youthful exuberance is music that we have not heard in a long time. I used to dream, but he doesn't. Your charms don't work on him anymore, do they? How do you know of this? He has touched you as we, hasn't he? Iranicus searches for something he cannot find, and he looks within those that have no more idea than he. Iranicus. A name that is synonymous with death and ugliness. No, death sounds different. He showed me. I spit on his name. I spit on this place. Such melodrama. Live as you can, where you must, young woman. You will not survive if you give in. We have learned this. I have learned something different. So beautiful you are. I almost can't see you. I just want to go home. Oh, Belinda of the Dale, when can we go home? Excuse me for a moment, please. Okay. That's better. So.
Yep, gotcha.
That's when it's supposed to ring.
Place, it's beautiful. Oh, there is simply no way that this space belongs to the same person that owns those horrible glass containers.
We didn't key off this dialogue last time because we had our evil thief go in and take care of this. So it's unlikely our captor would rent out space. This must be his. No, it cannot be. Not the person I know. This bed, that table, I know of them. He would speak of them while he. It's for a lost love, kept in perfect condition. She despises him. This is his monument to her. He spoke of all this, but his voice was cold. No emotion at all, not even remembered. He spoke of these things even while he cut, and the spells that wove through my brain. Cold, ugly thing. Oh, good God. Seriously, calm down or you'll attract attention to us. I can't read the rest of this maudlin shit here. I'm sorry. It's too much for me. It's just like... Okay. Good. You deserve it. Should have been finding traps long before this. Crazy wench. Okay, I can't help it. As a person, as a player, I despise M1's character. She's whiny and needy and clingy. All the things that I despise in a woman, actually. But it's meant to appeal to the men.
Too darn creepy.
So,
I really want out of here.
once we pick that stupid thing up, we won't be able to put it back down. So let us make sure that we have the inventory spot open that we want. We're not going to be able to move it anywhere, nothing. See? So we want to make sure we have it where we want it. She's leveled up. Excellent. her cleric has leveled up. Very good. Very good, very good. Ooh. Protection from evil. We're not in danger of needing lesser restoration yet. We will be eventually. Let's take one of these, and animal summoning, cause severe wounds, cloak of fear, mental domination, poison. Poison's tempting, isn't it? Let's call a critter to fight for us.
What do you want? Good to go.
Okay. The pommel jewel of the equalizer. And nope, not for you. Those are for me. So, and it is, there's a certain psychology behind these games if you look at it, that they are indeed intended to appeal to males. And that's just the way that is. Okay. Oh, the golems.
I await your instructions.
I totally forgot the golems. And they are supposed to be here any moment. And we can't save until they get here.
Nature's servant awaits.
Huh.
Name it.
I await your news. Yes? What is it?
Blast it all. So now we're going to have to be healing several people here. There's another golem, by the way. There's two of them. There's always two of them.
Speak.
Mhm. And until we have taken care of them both, we will not be able to save. By the way, this chamber is just a large chamber. Oh, which reminds me, can I cast Call Familiar now?
Yes?
Pseudo dragon. Okay, so like I said, it's mostly based on alignment, what you actually
Without hesitation.
get. Let's go back to the genie. Oh, we got more experience points waiting for us there. Muhaha. Let's play at least until we break out of this place, which will take a little while. Get some coffee, some cappuccino, whatever floats your boat. My thanks to everyone sitting in my chat. I really appreciate it. Sitting in my stream, rather, not my chat, but sitting in my stream. I appreciate it. It is what will help me get affiliated. So let's take a look at the map. The locked portal is back there. See if they can even make their way there first. So the little pseudo dragon is something that you can select, but you can't select it here, obviously. Was trying to key that last person to start making their way around here. It is just gray enough today to be a wee bit depressing. Okay. Pseudo dragon's got some nice movement rate. That's very good, very good. Okay, let's see. And she obviously has this, right? Oh, she didn't. I guess it's not that obvious, is it? Because she didn't. Okay, now let's sleep before we go in here, because there are some naughty battles in here. There really are. The one in that big room before you get to the genie, the djinn or the genie, then that's a really naughty battle. Excellent. Okay, so we use that air elemental statue to open this portal because this is a pocket plane.
This will not take long.
You see it floats too. I remember the first time I played this, I thought, man, that is so cool. Looking over the side shows only a dark, windy void that descends endlessly below. Ah, the nostalgia.
Ready and willing.
I await your instruction. If it must be done. Yes?
Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Yeah.
So, holla, 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 holla.
What is it?
You, what kind of spells do you have?
Speak.
That's one of my favorite spells, the chromatic orb. I'm not in combat.
It will be done.
Okay, there's a couple more up here. I advise you not to go up that way without the rest of the group. That would be a grave mistake. My pseudo dragon is fighting for me. It looks like it doesn't actually have any hit points. Before we do something incredibly stupid that we can't undo, let's make sure there's no traps. That should be long enough. That is a very nice spell. So M1 does not get that, but rather our main character does. You've got to fucking be kidding me. Seriously? With an 18 intelligence, as often as she fails, it's pathetic. Or prophetic. I'm not sure which.
Yes?
You can't sleep in this pocket plane, by the way.
Your servant awaits.
Is simply not possible.
I await your news.
Let's clean ourselves up a little bit here. How much is he still down? Enough to make it worthwhile to heal him again or not. So I've also been playing the Bard's Tales, Bard's Tale trilogy on the side. I enjoy that quite a lot. It can get boring after a while, but by and large, I really enjoy it. I do. Especially since all I need is my little keyboard. See? Has no number pad on it. Sadly, I can't really use the, actually for that one, trying to think, we need the escape key, and I think that's why I can't use my number pad itself. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. We're going to do the same thing here we did with the dwarfs because
What is it?
there's a very naughty fight coming up.
Yep.
Due to... You know what? Oh, that casts it only on her. I want you to cast that on Minsk, please.
Speak.
And you cast this on Jahira then. Okay, and that should take care of them all.
Certainly.
And now it's time to go die. And this is why.
What do you want?
Yes?
Fall creatures and feed the earth.
Name.
Did she cast her spell yet? Because it doesn't feel like she did. We have a couple things we can do here. We can call a critter forth.
What is it? Without doubt.
Ready and willing.
Or we can cast a fireball and try to space it just enough to not get our own people.
Shall take you.
Speak. I await
Okay.
instruction.
That seems to have woke some of them up too.
I am ready.
A little bit of a brutal way to do it, but hey. That worked.
Without
This
hesitation.
is the problem, is you lose control over a certain number of your characters and then it can make it quite challenging, so.
What is it?
But that was okay. It's all fine. More healing on him. 10 and yeah, let's do this one on her then. Use that on you and use that on her. We should be fine.
I await.
Okay, excellent. Up. The W opens the wizard spells, by the way.
This will not take long.
The Bard's Tale thing, I have to keep my... The E, S, D, and F buttons are what you use to move. I use the arrow keys primarily, however, but for combat, you also... And in the store, and you also need some of the letter keys. You are too far away to use that because you are not in the front of the party. Okay. I am bound. Who are you? Ah, I see. The master is gone and you've managed to get yourselves into trouble. Well, something like that. You would be the proverbial genie in the bottle. Okay. That I would, Manling. I assume that now that you have escaped, you have come seeking the magical item that has been stripped from you and our collective by our collective captor. Actually, at the end of the first one, you have some really wicked equipment, and it's frustrating when you import your character into this and all your stuff is gone, all of it, and you don't find it in the course of exploring this dungeon. But that's the way the game works, right? You have an item of mine? I do. A thing of power that still carries a hint of your essence. There is something odd about the signature that you leave on this item. No matter. Okay, well, can you give it to me? If I had the power to give you your weapon, I would. But the force that binds me is strong. As long as I am trapped within this flask, I am within the mage's power. If you can secure a means of my release, I will give you your weapon. Okay, that sounds like a fair trade. This flask that I am bound in is a creation of magic. It is unbreakable as long as it remains apart from its twin, the real flask. You must find the original flask and bring it to me. Once it is within my grasp, I can break the enchantment and be freed. Okay, where can I find this flask? He will keep the flask close to himself. The master would not risk it falling into other hands. Perhaps he keeps it in his chambers, or with his dryad concubines. Perhaps the golems have it. I cannot pinpoint its location from another plane. This is a planier pocket. It's a pocket plane. You shall have to search for it. Return to me when you have found it, and we shall exchange my freedom for your weapon.
Speak.
Okay. So this is more what a good party looks like. You remember with the evil party, we were snide and snarky and not always willing to help. We sacrificed mints to the dryads. That was fun. What makes it hard to play an evil party is you want to have items and money and experience points, allerdings, and then you find it hard to really role play the evil party. Maybe not you, but some people do. So
It will be done.
you'll see the wenches again. Come on, folks. There's no way to speed up the movement in this game, by the way. It just is what it is. But we do see that people are moving. The fifth one is my little pseudo dragon. If you're chaotic good, I think it is, you get a fairy dragon. There are tables in the internet, and if you download the player manual, which if you get this on GOG so you can play the original game, you can download the player manual under the extras, and you can use that as your reference. Or go to the Sorcerer's Place. They still have a lot of great resources. That thing is still open, by the way. You've returned, half-elf. Is there something else that you require of us? That is, by the way, the only race I found that you can create a cleric mage with. I searched for a flask in order to free a genie. Have you seen such a thing? You are very noble to risk your own safety to free the genie. Yeah, he has something of mine, actually. We have the flask and shall give it to you. Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. Yes. It's very heroic of us to come back here and ask you for a flask. Now, I've had this discussion with people in my life about how these games tell you what a great job you've done and how smart you are and all these things that people love to hear. Even if it's not true. I mean, you're playing a game. Come on, folks. Achim, I hear you. Achim, I hear you. Just a second. Since Hamish doesn't come out of his cage, I'm going to let Achim out because he can terrorize everyone. He's an extremely old man, and he is just really wretched. Hamish, baby, why don't you... Honey, your little toy doesn't need water. I keep telling you that. He doesn't need water. He doesn't need water. No, he doesn't. Achim, before I let you out, I'm going to let Hamish out. Hamish is a big boy, and he needs to stretch his legs. Come here. I want to show everyone my big boy, too. Oh, you're such a prettiest baby. Oh, that's the prettiest baby. Look at you. This, folks, this is my Hamish. His life partner died just over a week ago, so he's upstairs with me now. Oh, everything's fine. No one's gonna hurt you. I promise. Yeah. I promise no one's gonna hurt that big boy. But I am gonna make you come out of your cage for just a little while, okay? Now go brush you later. Come here, let me see. Let me see. Yes, you need some of that hair off. Oh, that's all that extra hair, don't you? Here, let Mama put something in your bowl real quick. Okay? That's right. Oh, you know where that was. Look at that. What did Mama put in there? Let me get some sprinkles for you, too. Sprinkles are oats, by the way, which is like chocolate for bunny rabbits. Just don't pee in the corner, please, okay? There's a house right there. You can use that as a toilet, sweetie. It's time for him to start coming out of his cage. Okay, so come on, folks. Let's go give the genie his flask. Release him, and then we can go up to the next floor. By the way, what all is in that pile? Hello, Sha. You are the slowest of them all. So absolutely nothing that we want. Two big concerns about having rabbits up in your apartment. Number one, they chew on things. That's their nature. Make sure they have something to chew on that is not... I had one try to dig through the floorboards because she was smart enough that she didn't want to have to go over this floor, so she tried to create a hole through the two rooms. But you don't want them chewing on your sofa cushions and all sorts of... Let's make the exchange. At last, I am free. Whoa. Here is your item, fleshling. You are an honorable person, and I feel that I must warn you. Keep away from the master. Okay, that was worth the experience points, totally. He will torture you for escaping and kill you for freeing his genie slave. Escape from his lair quickly if you value your life. Farewell. Whoa. So she's leveled up again because her mage... skills have leveled up. It seems like she levels up constantly, but they just happen to be fairly close to each other. Now you see they're placed quite far apart from each other. Oh, Jahira leveled up as well, and Minsk is not too terribly far away. So her druid level has leveled up, and her fighter level is not far behind. So we cannot be surprised when she levels up. She was a thief. She will never be able to be a thief again. That's the way, for those of you who don't know how, let me think, dual classing. When humans take a class and then stop that class and then take a new class, it's called dual classing. And your dual class stops at the level where you changed classes. You can't use your skills in that old class again until your new class reaches the same level as your old class. This is the AD&D 2nd edition rules. Whereas she is multi-class and she is multi-class, but she's dual class. So this will never go up again. And she's not too far off either. Now, her mage skills just went up, and we've already called our familiar. So we shouldn't need that one now. We can take another one of these. That still might be fun to use. Okay, wow. Oh, that's from the amulet she's wearing as well. Let's do another one of these. And now she has no 4th level spells. We will get her those. She has... Was it her fighter? No, it was her druid that leveled up. This means that she can summon insects, which is a nice spell. It like bugs them and bites them, and keeps them from being able to concentrate. And now we have this level. So let's let her call a woodland being to help us, in addition to being able to heal. Remember that you cannot sleep. See, you may not rest here. Either find an inn or rest outside. This is a pocket plane. An air pocket plane, as you see. Hence, we needed the air statue in order to get through the lock. Or hence our needing the air elemental statue. OT, so in order for them to be able to use their new spells, they will need to rest. We can, however, there's nothing between us here and the next level. Let's use that portal. We don't use that portal very often.
I'm listening.
Let's let them find their way, however they feel like it. We see that they are moving, which is progress. Then when we get up to the next level, we will sleep, okay? If you have the feeling that someone's not coming or they're going in the right direction, just keep keying it off for them to come where you want them to. There have always been problems with this game up with regards to the pathfinding. The AI, it was I don't know why we called it AI. These things are not truly AIs, but we call them that anyhow. The AI was exceedingly primitive. So, or the algorithms actually, more properly said, that they used were very primitive back then. So we're talking about Baldur's Gate 1 came out in 1998, and this one came out in 2000, if memory serves. Or this one might have been 2002, but I think it was 2000. If memory serves. Okay, excellent. And there is no way to speed up to speed the game up while they're making their way from point A to point B.
So there is sanity in all this.
And both the portals, by the way, lead to the same room.
Evil that dwells in this unholy place. Yoshimo begs your assistance.
Yoshimo. We serve no evil mages, no sir, but Boo looks upon you with suspicion, little man. How is it you come to be here? That's unusually perceptive of him. Never have I seen Boo's whiskers quiver so. I am not sure how I came to be here like you, I suspect. I have been trying to find my way out, but I was wounded in my attempt to do so. Okay, tell me, how did you come to be trapped here? It's actually quite embarrassing. My profession does not leave itself open to those who are not wary yet. Somehow I was caught unaware. I came to Atkatla years ago from Karatur to seek my fortune. At some point I went to sleep in my room at the Copper Cornet, and I awoke in a strange room with a very sore head. I do not know how long I was there before awakening. Do you think that we're in Atkatla? I am unsure. I may have been drugged when I was brought here. I may have been unconscious. Either way, I do not know how long. If it was the former, this place could be anywhere. If it was the latter, then I don't imagine I can have traveled far without noticing. Okay. Then you too know the hardships of being set in a maze like a helpless hamster. We are comrades in peril. Boo asks, what you propose we do next, little man? Hi, handsome. What's up? You want to come in here? Come on, let's go see. Yeah, Mama will help you. That's why Mamas are here. Come on. Come on. Where'd the tape go? Honey, what did you do with the tape? Accusing you unjustly. Elijah? Sweetheart? Lige? Forget it, I got it. Mentions Kinane. I'm double jointed, but man, that was a task and a half, let me tell you. Hey, there you go, babe. Here. There you go, sweetheart. Come on. My baby. You don't have to go back in your cage. No, you do it. Well, that's a big baby. Mama said so. She said to big baby. She said so. Yeah, Mama said to big baby. Okay? You don't have to go back in your cage. In fact, I'll be right there. I want you to see this house, okay? Because you can go in this house and go pee and go poop. Look, see? Yeah. Okay, sorry. I had to show him the new cage. And I'm going to make a real quick potty break. Be right back. While I'm up. Yeah. Dispose of the cappuccino. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. It's important that he find the cat toilet and understand what it's for. Again, so he doesn't use the corner that he used once before when he was here. I do not know a way to escape this place. Perhaps we could search for this exit together. Okay. I would welcome another companion. Okay, I would be pleased to have you join me. I shall be happy to lend my blade to your cause. There are two things that I have discovered about this place that may help us escape. In the next chamber, beyond the one in which we stand, 4 portals lie. Each of these portals releases a little crackling fiend which tries to kill me. These little beasties keep coming in through the portals. Perhaps if the portals are destroyed, one could defeat the beasts that have already come through. Shortly beyond that chamber, there is a hallway that contains several wands mounted in pedestals. They blast all that walk before them. I have noticed that each wand is locked into the pedestal and could be removed if one had the proper key. I know not where these keys are. Let us begin.
It will be done.
Okay, now we have a proper thief.
Yes?
Actually, if memory serves, he should be right about there. We're using the configuration that puts the person in the first place here in the 4th place in the lineup. Okay? Alternately, what we can do is we can order these guys
Blade and Boo. Boo will take care of the details.
and we can change this to this one here.
You point where Minsk goes.
And then Minsk will be the one doing all the talking. We can do it either way. So, this next chamber is also going to be a little bit of a
Speak.
full of naughtiness. Oh, I said we were going to sleep when we got up here.
Not words.
Because we have spells that we've learned in between. And we cannot use them until... Oh yeah, Cromwell. Forgot about him. He's in the docks district.
I await your instructions.
So let us...
Something up?
And actually, you put your shield on.
I await your news.
You cast this on Hema. And you cast this on Yoshimo. Cast one on yourself.
Too darn creepy. I really want out of here.
Cast one on Jahira. Oh shit, hers didn't take. That accidentally aborted it. Now you it.
Sword while you can, evil.
Sylvia assist.
Retreat or fall before me.
Okay, let's see if we can destroy the portals as well.
I'm ready. I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Yep, gotcha.
That's not right. Every hamster
Not gonna
has
take me
his
here.
day.
What do you want?
That's interesting.
What is it? Speak. My magic has been interrupted.
Oh, bugger me. That was well timed on their part, wasn't it? If she just stands around all day instead of actually casting the spell, then of course it's not going to work.
Name it.
Okay. Here, hit this thing.
I await your
You.
instructions.
Who says what?
Okay, so there's one less. Now, you go take care of this other one here.
Yes?
You
Certainly.
come over here and cast your spell. That's better.
You point. I point.
Next time.
Something up? Right you are.
Excellent.
No. Great fun.
Right,
Live by the
Boo?
sword. Live a good long time.
It makes them so utterly exhausted.
What is it? Without doubt.
Time to move?
Yes. You will fall by my hand.
That's one that's knocking my people unconscious. Unconscious.
I am skilled in avoidance. Fleet of foot and all that.
I am ready.
Huh, didn't we cast some spells with this thing? Pretty sure we did, and it does not seem to have had the effect that we could have wished. Okay.
You will fall by my hand.
So, without having this is not on insane level like I was playing in the other one. I got tired of having to reload the game when my people were destroyed by a single arrow blow. It was silly.
I await your instructions.
Okay, so probably this here.
Your mind.
You heal the big one.
Make your
And heal yourself.
You require
You
my
thief.
Yoshimo is willing.
I'm not always able. Okay. Midday. You can always hear it by the church bells here in Germany. It's one of the things I really like. It was a hard adjustment coming from America where you don't have that sort of thing. And some of the villages here dampen the bells at night, other ones don't. Sort of chaos. Okay, no one's actually using that. You're the only one using the arrows, so let's give you that. And probably not a good thing then. Okay, so let's do this for a second. And let us, okay, see that's, now if the next one fails, I won't say anything because it should be the fact that approximately 90% of the spells that she tries to learn, actually succeed. Okay?
You're right behind, right?
And we've done these, right? Okay, good. Excellent. So now he's got a couple potions. She's got those. What is this? Potion of strength. How interesting. Might be fun for her at some point.
Who says? What? Very well. Hiya.
She has the bag. Let's put this in there as well. We don't have any other type of containers. What is that? Or did we just do that one? Okay, so there's those. Thinking about what's coming up. Let's get this conversation with Jahira over with. really very nice, is it? I will have the heart of those who have done this. I will tear their blackened heart from there. I know. Wow, what dialogue choices. This is Khalid. What happened to him? We know Khalid. We traveled with him the first time. This isn't real, is it? He couldn't be dead. Oh, du lieber Gott. Looks like the fool finally got himself killed. What kind of dialogue choices are those? Shut up. No words. Words are nothing. Oh, wench. I knew him not, but I mourn for your loss. Stranger, nobody. I will not hear your words. Leave me. Brave man has fallen here, but that is no cause to hurl insults at the living. Here, Boo shall comfort you. Imbecile, affront to nature. What do you know? You and your rodent, or what do you and your rodent know? What can you know? She's really rude. No words, no more words. Save your speeches, save your proverbs. The only voice I wish to hear is dead. No more. No. No. Sylvanus, guide the light to the source. Take this man to what he justly deserves. By nature's will, what was given is returned. What was turmoil is now peace. Okay, Khalid of my heart, let my love guide the way. Yes. We must hurry before we are noticed. We must get out of this grave and seek the light above. Let us go. Hi, handsome. Hi there, gorgeous. You need to stretch those big legs out, baby doll. You good boy. Yeah, Mama loves a little boy. So, he's a very big rabbit and he does need to stretch his legs. So, let's ask if we cannot return him to life. That's an obvious thing to say. Khalid is dead and has been for some time. Beyond a point there can be no raising, especially when the body has been desecrated, okay? We live in a time of miracles and nature allows the rebirth of many that have passed beyond the veil, but there is a time when it is better to let go. Okay, then we shall disturb his body no further. We will honor his loss with future deeds. That is the way of things. There will be payment for this crime, and I shall not rest until it is collected. When we are able, there will be enough. I would leave this place. Good, because I was getting very... Oh, good God. I'm sorry. I can't listen to this conversation. She is sick in the head, and she needs to be put in an asylum. She starts talking to her about how the captor was cutting her husband and doing things to him. That is just sick. Okay, since we don't know what's going on here, it's hard to pick a side, isn't it? Okay, I'm not your master, dear lady. Is there aught I can do for you? Do for me. Do for me! After all that thou hast already done. But we have done nothing to you, lady. We have only just come upon you. Perhaps if you calm yourself... Oh, that's always the wrong thing to say to a woman. It's just to calm down. Oh, dude. Thou hast created me in her image, but I am not her. I am not. And I shall ne'er let thee touch me again. No more death to rise again. Not her. What? Whatever. So she was a short blonde thing. By the looks of it, perhaps elven. And a wizard, like him. Wow. She doesn't have much left, does she? Who did I end up hitting? Myself? Oh, doggone it. She had a spell on herself to kick my magic back on me. Oh, for fuck's sake, just be quiet. I really don't like the dialogue they gave Emmoen. I just don't. I find it to be unspeakably annoying. So, let's move on. Oh, for pity's sake, people. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so you are also running out of spells.
What is it?
Okay, let's tag team here. Get some healing done. Think about what's ahead of us. It might be best if we slept just for a moment. I'm just going to close my eyes just for a moment. By the way, you can be set upon by random monster encounters while you're sleeping.
Jump on my sword while you can, Evil.
It's very possible.
Want to be as gentle.
It's very possible. Actually, trying to get out of this place, and then we'll save and oops, wrong key. Then we'll save and end the stream for today. We know the Mephite is our enemy, so we shall fight it. Where are you going, babe? Oh. And the assassin doesn't seem very fond of us either. But he wasn't a very good assassin, was he? So. Okay, so before we start wandering...
I am ready.
So to come to us, we just want to make sure there are no traps in these hallways. Not to seem paranoid, but, you know, hey. Assault Mephite. That sounds rather dangerous, doesn't it?
Who says?
What? Oh, interesting. Her mage level has gone up. Obviously, it must be because her thieving level can never advance. Unlike our character, she has higher level spells. Brat. See? We do not. We hope by the time we get out of this dungeon, however, that we will.
If I have to fight to get out of here, so
The bigger they are, the harder I hit.
Speak.
I'm amazed she got through that spell. Where is her familiar?
Or fall before me.
Where's her familiar?
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
What happened to my familiar? So I guess I do need that spell to be able to call my familiar periodically. Maybe it got killed in battle. I didn't see that it had any hit points, so... Or maybe we accidentally left it behind somewhere. That is a very strange thing to say. Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs. Ah, go suck an egg. Okay.
It is about time.
Mm-hmm.
Swords, not. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
So that is rather disappointing. Wow, my one use of that backfired. To lose my familiar, I will have to call it again.
And who stand ready?
However, more crucial than that is the idea that we learn some spells here. Does she already know that spell, by the way? I think she... Does she know? Ah, I just overlook it constantly. Fair enough. She has no other protective spells.
Jump on my sword while you can, evil. I won't be as gentle.
Oh, he's not looking for Sagamol. Ich bin nicht mehr ganz dicht.
Every hunt live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Okay, So our main character here has the wands.
Quickly and precise.
Okay, so we only have to click it once apparently.
I will require heat. What is it? Without hesitation.
So now that we've gotten that far, everyone else,
And raring to go.
What you want?
Skilled in avoidance.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
Speak. This will not take long.
That's not right.
excellent. So that takes care of those.
What?
Okay.
Stand back for justice.
Nature's servant awaits.
Yoshimo can't wear a helm? Oh, and we have that that armor that we've been dragging around that we wanted to give him. But he cannot wear a helm. That is indeed interesting. That's not worth carrying around, by the way. Oh, but we could put that in the bag, couldn't we? Okay. Just a second, let me check on my little boy, see what he's doing. Then I'm gonna let Achim out for a little while, okay, sweetness? I get that you're still not used to being up here and it still feels really strange to you. Okay, Achim, you can come out for a little while. Would you like to come out with Achim for a little while? Come here, little girl. Come on, I know. But you can come out with Achim for a little while if you want, okay? And little girls have to stretch their legs too. It's my little girl who had a concussion and had something else going on with her, the membranes in her brain. So,
Welcome to my channel.
hi. Okay, so she's doing better, but she needs to get out and stretch her legs periodically too.
Run, Bo, run.
And y'all let me know if there's a sound misbalance here as well, please. So you thief.
Council, yes?
Yes. We're playing a good party. My evil party I'll play later. And then if you want, something really innocuous, you come to my Sims stream this evening. Central European time evening, that is to say. Okay, if you don't know what that is. She does. And she's going to wear it. We're going to lose Emmeline anyhow. If we've played this game, we know that.
Not worth.
So there's no point in putting stuff on her.
Make way, villainy. Hero coming through.
The game will not let her die, by the way.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
If it looks like she's going to die, she runs off. Let's check for traps.
Minsk and booze and ready. But kicking, for goodness.
It's a little hard not to like Minsk, but I find Evelyn to be unspeakably annoying. Oh, hello. But useful.
Every hustle.
It's hard to judge those fireball spells in here, but it's very worthwhile. It's very worthwhile. The fireball spells are great. No question about that. So Yoshimo has enough arrows for the moment. Okay. Yep, get yourself cleaned up, darling. Or you get him cleaned up. We'll get y'all fixed up. Okay, so here and you. Here. Hi. Hi. Welcome to my chat. Or my stream, rather. Hopefully. You're in the stream. Yes, thank you very much. How are you doing today? Are you doing well? Okay, so.
Saying underscore. Said. I did not ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
Hey, you know that happens to the best of us, right? Okay. Yeah, I have a hard time judging it in this game. It's from being spoiled playing these modern games where it shows you, the outline of where your spell's going to impact. Okay, let's see.
I am ready.
I'm glad.
Ready and willing.
Let's get some of this set up here.
You point, the bigger they are, the harder I hit.
If memory serves. I say that in so many games.
Feel the back.
Okay, you know what? To complete that game, by the way.
If it must be done.
Rinse and booze and every hamster has his day.
Yes.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Okay, you. Kill that one.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
Before me.
So we'll do fine.
I'm not trying to keep you here.
Get for second chance.
Oh, Jahira went up a level. Okay. This time her fighter leveled up. Excellent. So.
Where Minsk goes, even stands aside.
Somebody died back here, but we're not going to be able to reach his stuff. It's behind the cauldron, presumably. Okay, she seems to be standing on top of something. I think he has the bag at the moment. The only thing I've done is give them it was an empty bag of holding is what I gave them, which is cheating enough, actually. You shouldn't be able to have that. But with most of the bags of holding, if you give it to them, there are actual magic items in there,
So this thing.
which is even more cheating. Which is fine. Okay. Interesting. I really had it in my head that there were traps in this room.
I'm ready.
Are we suffering from this thing again where that
Properly cleansed and balanced.
suddenly was no longer working for no apparent reason? I like him too. Okay, now that we do have our bag, we can carry significantly more stuff. You identify this, please. Girdle of Bluntness. This protects against blunt weapons. We're going to give that to Minsk since he is always in the front line. So, and I like Minsk. So, and I like Edwin too, though, which makes it such a struggle. Do I play a good party? Do I play an evil party? So I'm just playing both. This one happens to be the good one. Let's have him come over here. Anyhow, check for spells just in case. By the way, if you go back and play the first one, you'll see that the Baldur's Gate 1, the tab key did not show you everything you could interact with. My oldest rabbit, he is ancient as rabbits go. He is almost 8.5 years old. They usually don't live much beyond about 7. He is just, whoa. It's unbelievable. He wreaks havoc. Oh, by the way, we have another mace for him. He can't use a flail. She can use a flail. Oh, she could use a flail now. That's true. And we have another mace. He is not proficient with the hammer. $1d6 and 2d4. Oh, well, no, we prefer that then, given the choice. Looking at the damage, given the choice, I think. So, actually, let's start identifying some of these. Then we can use them. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Do we have any bullets, by the way? We don't want the dagger. It's basically
Wise one.
useless for us.
Said. 4 viewers.
Um,
-1. Alarm clock 3H2M36S.
Oh, we should have given that to her. Or him. Oh, bugger me. Oh well, we will find more. Let's take this away from her. She's going to die at some point. Oh, I'm sorry, she will leave. She won't die. Okay, so what's been really problematic here is she has an intelligence of 17. She has an intelligence of 18, and they frequently fail in learning the spells. Oh, yeah, make a liar out of me. I see how this is. Yep, I see how this is. So it's been really weird because I would say about 70% of the time they've been failing to learn the spells, which is just an incredible failure rate. So where that other guy landed at, I can't say. Ah, there we go. Holy cow. Nothing else worth having. Does anyone have any bullets? Oh, we have enough for the moment. Okay, so we have one more room and then we will be on our way out of this place, and we will do that whole scenario at the promenade. And then we will go ahead and save for now. I will be back on stream again anyhow at 4:00 p.m. Central European Time
Do you need?
with the evil party.
I can dance on the head of a pin.
And I may actually wait till 4:30. My son's home, and so he actually feeds the rabbits for me in the evenings. Which means I don't have to feed the rabbits right after my stream in the afternoons. I don't know, my asthma's acting up. I don't know why. It would be more intelligent to sleep before we crawl out of here, because after that we will have to find an inn by the by. Ah, surely you cannot be my captors, come to torment an old man within his glass prison. You look like none others that I have seen here. I am not your captor. I was recently a prisoner myself. Okay. Oh, glorious praise to you then, that you have freed yourself. Can you not see your way to helping an old man to his own freedom, then? Of course, I will do everything I can to help you, because we're playing a good party. Do you know how I can remove you from your cage? There is a key in one of the chests that will open this door. Please hurry. Okay.
You require my counsel, yes? Fleet of foot and all
He
that.
is still searching for traps, coincidentally. So we have the key. So go unlock his cage.
Save me, dear sir.
Thanks for freeing me.
Save me.
I am not being troublesome, am I? I mean no harm. Okay, do you know anything about this prison, such as a way out? No, I'm sorry. I saw nothing when I was brought here. I cannot wait to finally be free of this horrible place. Thank you for allowing me to follow you out, my lady. Did I miss that part?
Mince and booze. Where shall I get? Yoshimo is willing.
Okay, so we want to let Emmeline learn some more spells before we lose her out of the party. We get experience points for that. I don't remember whether she retains all the spells that she learns while she's with us. I just don't remember. So as I said, I don't need them to learn every spell. I just need them to have, you know, some reasonable measure of success given their intelligence. If their intelligence was a 14, well now then I wouldn't say anything with their success rate. Okay. And you always have to wait for a few minutes in this game. I'm not sure why the algorithm takes so long, but it does. I suspect it's to trick you into going forward and then getting your butt fried. That's my suspicion. By the way, my Evil Party stream is not for the faint of heart. It is actually for mature audiences. Just a word up there. Magic bullets, okay. Most of them are high enough level that they can identify something like that easily enough. So what we're going to do, put this here, give this to him. Okay. Oh. He hadn't been there yet. We remember that. Ah. Okay. Good enough. Excellent. So let's see what's going on here. Spell's already in your spell book. And you just wasted my spell again. Okay. As I said, I don't expect them to learn every spell. That is serious cheating.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to see battle bow. Run, bow, run!
I cannot help but be amused. That's just my nature. So, again, I want to thank everyone who comes and sits in my stream with me. I appreciate it. I know there are other things you could be doing. And to those of you watching this as a past broadcast, I encourage you to see if you can find time to jump into one of my streams with me. Would be fantastic. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch my stream even after the fact. I think it's great.
Hi, friend.
And these do tend to get a lot of, I think it's mostly hateful people wanting to see me get frustrated. But, you know, hey, everyone has to be whoever they are. So, I'll just put an end to this here and now. We'll see the end of Irenicus and your little guild. What little guild? What are you talking about? You can talk all you wish, but it will do you no good. Okay, well, then perhaps I can help your cause. What is this guild war you mentioned? You will get no answers from me. In the meantime, in the time of war, our secrets must be guarded well. Well, then I'll just kill you. Seriously?
Something else?
Oh, and by the way, you're not the only one with spells. Emmeline, get in here.
All right.
Said this very well.
Sick.
Hiya. Who says?
Excellent.
Those have no confidence.
Speak your mind. Yes?
You point.
We seem to be short on healing spells again. That's okay.
What is it?
Yeah, I was thinking she might have some higher level ones.
Make way, villainy. Hero coming through.
Hero coming through. Hero coming through. Yeah. And I'm sorry if my streams aren't as much fun for people when I don't get frustrated. But it's more fun for me. Okay. Oh. Ooh, we haven't gotten his stuff yet either. Ooh. I know that the temptation to make Minsk, to give him the two-handed sword is great, and I quite agree with that. Do remember that he is a ranger, though, at the end of the day, and not a fighter. He's just a very strong ranger. Okay, so now it's not far until we're out of this place. As I said, we'll let the promenade, we don't have much of a choice but to let the promenade scene play through. Well, when that's done, we can save and we will exit the stream and catch each other on the flip side, right? So let's sleep. Sleep. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. I think in Neverwinter Nights it could be that your protagonist calling their familiar was based on their alignment as well as their surroundings, if I recall correctly. Okay, so now what does she have? Let's have her identify this. A scroll of cursed foolishness it was, by the way.
Mince and booze and
I don't have it memorized. My brain just read that real quickly.
butt kicking for goodness.
Don't know what happened to my familiar. If I left him somewhere or if he died, I'm really uncertain. I think she can. Can she not speak with her familiar?
Certainly.
Ah, the small dragon-like creature flutters its wings happily, looking at you with almost kaleidoscopic eyes. You wish something. It awaits your attention. Tail flicking. Pet it and play with it. The dragon coos with delight, its multicolored eyes whirling as you pat its warm leathery hide. You are very kind to me, my lady, it purrs. You wouldn't happen to have any advice, would you? The familiar cranes its neck back and looks at you with a slightly bewildered expression. You wish to ask me for advice, my lady? It looks at the darkness for a long moment before turning its colorful eyes back to you. Let us be away from this dark place, my lady. That is my advice. Excellent advice. Now, we can also, by the way, talk to it and say, here it is. Come here. I want to pick you up and put you in my backpack where it's a bit safer. Its eyes brighten and it practically leaps into your arms, ready to be stowed amongst your belongings where it can sleep and occasionally poke out its head. So now it is here in our backpack. Is that not sweet?
Hamster,
That's so cute.
where Mince goes, evil stands
Mm.
aside.
That is the other thing. If you play a druid, there is a place where you can challenge the leader of a grove in this game. And you can have your own grove. So here we go.
The tunnel slopes upward into the welcome glare of daylight. Such is your relief that you barely notice the debris at your feet, the remnants of a battle fought only a moment before. Surveying the carnage, you hear a scream of rage, and a massive explosion collapses the passage behind you. The sounds of combat greet you as you struggle to your feet. The fight, it seems, is still going strong.
You know, I have the feeling that everyone in this household takes sodas, except the last one, so they won't have to be the one to fill more sodas in the refrigerator. which means it falls to me after I'm done here. So as I said, we will let this play out, and then we will save it and end the stream there.
Do you even know whom you face?
Who you face.
You will suffer. You will all.
He's got a lot of spells memorized.
You are more resourceful than I had thought.
You're not going to torture us any longer.
Torture? Silly girl, you just don't understand what I'm doing.
I don't care what you're doing. Let us go.
I won't let you leave, not when I'm so close to unlocking your power.
We don't want anything from you.
Enough. I will no longer listen to the babbling of ignorant children.
This is why everyone calls her child, by the way. She's naive.
This is an unsanctioned use of magical energy. All involved will be held. This disturbance
That
is
underscore
over.
ninja
Must
underscore
I
Malik.
be interrupted at
Welcome
every
to my
turn?
channel.
Enough of this.
Hi.
This mage's power is immense. We must overcome him quickly.
Enough. I haven't the time for this.
You will cease your spell casting and come with us.
Your pathetic magics are useless. Let this end.
Even if we fall, our numbers are many. You will be overwhelmed.
Bore me, Mageling.
You bore
You
me,
may take
Mageling.
me in, but you will take the girl as well.
What? No. I've done nothing wrong.
You have been involved in illegal use of magic. You will come with us.
I'm not going with him. I'm not. Help me.
Ooh, and Minsk has leveled up. No, this cannot be. The murderer of Dynahair flees from righteous butt-kicking vengeance, and he takes Emmeline with him, too. Something must be done, Belinda of the Dale. I picked kind of a weird name. We must find this evil wizard. All that is goodness cries out for this. Even little Boo, although he cannot cry out quite so loudly. I find it odd that this Irenicus would leave of his own volition. And why take Emmeline when it is Belinda of the Dale he is obviously so so interested in? Perhaps he expects us to give chase. We must step carefully then. We know little about him. Who he was fighting, who took him, or even where they are. We seem to be drawn into machinations not of our making. No, we must go quickly and save our friend Emmeline. The wizard may be leering over her evilly, even now. Don't be foolish, Minsk. We must know our enemies and the extent of our danger here before we rush into anything. The druid is right, my large friend. The wizard obviously had great power, or has great power, and I doubt we have seen the last of him. Perhaps we should see if allies can be found here. All excellent advice, I feel.
Who says? Why? Jump on my sword while you can, evil.
I won't be as gentle. Squeak, squeak. And then we need to level Minsk up as well. Let's loot some things here. Those guys never have anything except those stabs, by the way. So, Minsk. My good man. It's always important to remember that he is a ranger. He's not a fighter. It is a type of fighter, yes, but it's a specialty type of fighter. We see his wisdom is, let us just say, highly questionable. Ah, yes, she was carrying. See, we get everything that she was carrying back from her before she gets taken away, which is at least one advantage of the situation. So. Let's put all these in our bag of holding that was empty when we got it. As I said, it's already a cheat. We don't need to cheat that even more. It's a cheat to have something to carry stuff in. Okay. Okay. So, I know. Let us save the game and then go ahead and end the stream for the moment. We've been streaming for, I don't even know how many hours, actually. Does the bot say? 3 hours, just over 3 hours we've been streaming approximately. So let's save our game. It's a good party. Our evil party is a multiplayer game and the good party is a single player game. which makes it easy to remember. So let us quit, then we will be in our infinite loop here. Because we have to use just one monitor. It's an old game. The mouse doesn't tether to the game is the problem. Got the Shadow Keeper there. Okay, so thank you very much for spending so much time with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching my stream even. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whatever it is where you are. If you came to watch me get frustrated, I apologize. I just wasn't that frustrated today. I am autistic, so it would be nice if people didn't find that funny, but I can't control that. So y'all take care, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.
Mxxay_ said goodbye. That _ Craig _ go said bye. That _ Craig _ go said follow me.